Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. We're over on the pay to win account and I am really hoping that we can finish out chapter 34. Thank you guys for joining me for this Sunday stream like we usually do every single week. Welcome to all the viewers. What's going on, Levi? We got Damon in here. We got Zelda, King of Death. We got Big Gamer. So we are definitely coming online with all of the viewers. So we ended at 34-48. We're trying to finish out this chapter. Ultimately, I went through went ahead and geared out all of our heroes. We also want to make sure we're trying to get the advancement rewards. That way when Peggy drops and when Raku drops, we can actually pick up both of those, which would be very, very cool to see. What's going on, Pacific Corp and Abraham, Bloody Star? Thanks for joining me. So we're going to go ahead and do a couple summons just with the cards that we got as well as the scrolls, because ultimately we still have a significant amount of time, guys. We still have 10 more days until we can summon the new heroes. And I'm thinking, because I know we're trying to finish out Ular, that we'll actually hopefully pull a couple copies of him at the reset. That way we can get ready again for the two new heroes. Because right now he is only at Elite, or excuse me, Legendary. So we need a couple more copies to get him to Legendary Plus. We don't have any food. Well, a little bit of food for him we can definitely build. But ultimately trying to get him up to Ascended. And we want to get him up to Ascended before the ship sails. So remember, we're trying to maximize the heroes out of the heroic ship. So Kren just left the ship, which I believe was a day or two ago. Respen, we already got all the way up to Ascended. We got that frame. Allard, we're trying to pick up, or Al, we're trying to pick up all of these to get his frame. And then we have two new heroes coming. And if you guys have checked out Reddit, Lilith signed for two more new male heroes. So not sure if they're going to be dimensionals, not sure if they're going to do two-dimensional crossover heroes like they have in the past, but there are two new heroes that are in the works that are coming down the pipeline. Ultimately, we'll be seeing them in the near future. What's going on, Guy? And Alfred and Andy? All right, so we got almost 8,000 diamonds, got a couple stones here to use, which 2 in total. We're 1 shy of 3. But again, we are looking for Al. That is the one we are looking for. Which we get Tassie and Nara. Tassie and Nara, both S+ heroes. Nara for the crowd control, Tassie for the crowd control. So a pretty good pull there. We do have quite a few of our items to use as well. But again, that is who we are looking for, guys. So hopefully we can get lucky with these summons. Stargazer cards we have as well, which we just pulled out of the triple depths of time, or the quadruple depths of time. Having to run the depths of time 3-4 times was absolutely crazy. I think it was crazy that Lilith did go that route and made us run that 4 times. I know a lot of players are still very upset about that. All right, so the first pull, just a little bit of fodder heroes there. Second scroll gives us an elite. Very nice, guys. We get an elite, which is Namora. Namora is getting close to 5 stars, just like most of the other heroes. And we are definitely building them out on this account. So we got 2 of our companion point summons. I've noticed since the companion points have been increased, so when you can actually borrow the dimensional heroes. Yeah, Alfred, and I was just going to say, I haven't had anyone borrow any dimensional heroes. So they've just been kind of hanging out all the dimensionals. I think a lot of players on my list already have them. That's the reason why. But I haven't garrisoned any of them yet. So I'm hoping we can pull at least one more elite out of here. There we go, guys. Another elite. What's going on, Dia? And a copy of Drez. Drez is very good in the Abyssal Expedition. Very good in the Mauler Tower. Ultimately, a lot of players, I don't feel use him very much. But he does have survivability on his own, which is very, very good. So we'll add another star there to Drez, get a couple more elites, a little bit more food, which is good. We're starting to finish out a lot of these heroes. Want to become famous by followers, primes on viewers? Bigfollows.com. No thanks. I don't know if they're spamming over there on Twitch. We got a couple there, another stone, waiting to get a couple more elite stones so we can build that. We have quite a few furniture there, but for summons, we have 2 guys. Still to this day, as most of you guys know, we have never pulled the 30,000 diamonds. with all of the Stargazers through almost 2 full years now. I have never pulled the Stargazer. I've never pulled the 30,000 diamonds on Stargazer. So I'm hoping maybe today will be the day. If we pull it, we're going to go ahead and do all Stargazer pulls. So I'm hoping these are the 2 cards again that we got out of the Depths of Time. Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to look at that over on Twitch, the ads. All right, so the first pull here gives us Khazard, guys. There he is. We're trying to build him. I believe that will be Legendary Plus. So I think that'll be Legendary Plus there. Very nice, guys. First pull, we got a copy. Plus, we did get some Duros Call fragments. Remember, from this event, we did buy our resources. We bought our fragments out of the shop. That way we could max out Duros Call. So that is just going to be straight gold. So we can actually convert those to gold. What's going on, Monsieur? And our second pull gives us Khazard, guys. 20 cards, 2 pulls. Very, very lucky. Plus, we got a Wilder and a couple more fragments, which is awesome. Back-to-back pulls. That is very cool. That is very, very cool to see. Most of the time, that does not happen. Usually, we don't pull anything. There we go, guys. So we got him, or that's actually Mythic. So that is going to take him to Mythic, guys. Look at that. Again, this is the reason I do the summons, and we do them on the live streams, because it seems like we have crazy, crazy good luck when we're doing the summons here. So that is awesome, guys. So that takes him to Mythic, which he is a hero, again, we want to max out. And he is a hero, honestly, that is really required to be maxed out. So ultimately, when you're building him out, the furniture is very important. Signature items are very important. So essentially, maxing Khazard out is what you want to do, because he is a rare hero and he is very strong. He is a very, very strong hero. But I haven't built him on any account, guys. So he's a hero that I have never built. Similar to Mizoth. Mizoth I have never built. Zolrath I have never built. These ones I have across a couple different accounts, but ultimately, very cool to see. Very, very cool to see. Yeah, Sunday is the tower pushing time when all of the towers are open. We've been kind of stuck right around floor 380 to 400. Light bearers, I'm pretty light on the light bearers. Even the maulers, I got a little bit further, and that was due to Hashmira borrowing heroes. So very cool. How important is Joker's SI? Joker's SI is very important because it gives him more damage. So with Joker's SI, definitely pick up his SI. I took it to 25 because I wanted to get the crit. Attack speed is huge, guys. So if he is attacking faster, he's regenerating energy faster. It is very, very important, at least to a plus 20 for Joker. And the 3 of 9 furniture for Joker will work very, very well. What did I get from the event? So from the event itself, we actually hopped in here, Warrior's Glory. We picked up our fodder chest, which we usually do. Right now, we're to the point where the upcoming events, we're no longer going to buy the fodder chest. We've gotten enough. We've been kind of stockpiling fodder for all of the different factions. And then, of course, we bought these Duros fragments. So essentially, what I wanted to do in here is pick up the Duros fragments. We actually bought all of the Duros Call so we could max out the call. In return, I'll show you what we actually get out of here. And I've been getting a ton of gold out of here because the Duros Call fragments, I can actually just sell them all. And they are expensive, guys. The fragments themselves are very, very expensive. So as we continue to max out these artifacts, it is going to be a big revenue stream of gold coming into the account because we've been out of gold for a significant amount of time. Another copy of Gorvo there. But we've been actually gold shy to level up. We've been gold shy to enhance our gear to 5 stars. And we do know the tier 3 gear is coming soon down the road, which would be very, very cool. Whose signature item is better to max out, Rowan or Arthur? Cam Chowder, absolutely Rowan. Rowan is the priority. I would say out of any hero in AFK Arena, Rowan's priority number 1. He doesn't need the furniture, but ultimately, priority number 1 is maxing out Rowan. It's absolutely necessary to max him out. If I swap between Elite plus Grez with 1 piece furniture and Ascended Rowan 3 of 9, will that 1 piece of Grez's furniture be changed to Rowan? That's a really good question. I'm not sure if anyone is on. I haven't used the swap scroll yet to see if it does change. I know a lot of people said if they remove the furniture, is it going to affect? We have to wait till it's live to see exactly what it's going to do. Do I have plans for the swap scroll? No, I do not. So right now I'm just going to save the swap scroll because essentially Lilith has said that we're getting one swap scroll. We don't know what it's going to be or when it's going to be, if we're going to get more. Ultimately, it might be something we're not going to see in the future, which would be very unfortunate. But ultimately, I'm assuming with the swap scrolls that it is going to swap all the furniture, literally just, 180, completely swap the furniture before all of them. How powerful is Isolde late game? Isolde is very, very strong, guys. If you get Isolde to scale, essentially because of his signature item and his furniture, you can't kill him. So if you get him, usually about the 30-second mark, the 45-second mark, if Isolde is still up, you cannot kill him. He is very, very strong. And again, you cannot kill him when he gets to a certain point because he heals faster than the damage that he's taking, allowing him to essentially just stay alive the entire battle, which is awesome. What's going on, Zelda? Do you think the next dimensional heroes will come from Rising of the Shield? Andrew, I absolutely do. So that was the two, it said 2 male heroes from Rise of the Shield, I think is where the next 2 dimensional heroes are going to come from. So we'll get 2 more dimensional heroes from the Rising. I don't even know. I think it's an anime series. I'm not sure if it's a game. Rising of the Shield. You guys might know out there. But it said 2 new male heroes coming there. And again, they give the little snapshot of what it looks like over on Reddit of kind of what is up and coming. I'm under the impression that the furniture equipped or not will be converted. Yeah, D, thanks for chiming in on that. That's exactly what I think. I'm under the impression as well that if I have an entire bag, let's say my furniture in here, I have pieces here for Zolrath, which we can't swap Zolrath, but let's say this was Shamira's gear. If I swap Shamira's gear, all gear will be converted. Is essentially what I'm getting, that it will be completely swapped, that it will be 100% completely swapped over to the new one. Should I swap my plus 39 of Rowan to plus 30 of 9 Pharrell? Paddington, that is a really good swap because essentially, if not, you're going to have to get Pharrell's furniture to 9 of 9. So if you could just go ahead and swap that, it would be good. And yes, unfortunately at this time, Rowan's 3 of 9 is not so bad. Rowan's 9 of 9 is pointless to get the additional regeneration of the 0.2, which is nothing over 15 seconds. Again, the 3 of 9 is very, very situational at best when it comes to the furniture. Ultimately, there's no reason for the 3 of 9 or the 9 of 9 unless you really want to build Rowan, which, as you guys know, he is my favorite hero by far. But Pharrell is a hero I would absolutely 100% take to 9 of 9 because of the rework right here. Pharaoh's accursed arrow as his normal attack, which can be used every 1.5 seconds. That is a massive buff, not only to his damage, but also to having normal attacks. Because now we have a lot of heroes like Arthur. If Pharrell is behind Arthur, those normal attacks come out faster, which is very, very, very strong. What is the best formation for Isolde? There's a bunch of different ones. Essentially, Isolde, you just have to go ahead and do something that is going to allow him to scale. That's really the big thing, is allowing him to scale. But let's get into some furniture summons, guys. I absolutely love the questions. Doesn't Shield Heroes have a rip-off AFK Arena game? Damon, I wouldn't doubt it, just because it's a lot of the games are similar, guys. If you look at a lot of the gacha games, if you look at a lot of the games, there are a ton of them that are very, very similar, that ultimately, again, they're very similar. So this one, we have some pieces for Zolrath, but I want to build some pieces here for, let's take him out. We'll put Khazard in here. Khazard, we're going to focus primarily building him all the way up, which is going to be very, very cool. I want to see him completely maxed out. What's going on, AirTap? Thank you for joining us. You love Rising of the Shield Heroes? Yeah, like I said, I don't know exactly what it is, but hopefully we can pull some mythic furniture here, continue to max out the rest of these heroes. So 2 legendary pulls there. 9/9 Marone for more stats, more survivability. It does help a little bit. So our first piece there, which is Arthur. Arthur's one. 3 of 9 is really good. 9 of 9, not really a huge priority, which I don't think we have him that built. I think that might actually be his 3 of 9 in there. So let's equip that one out. Arthur, we just wanted to take the 3 piece, which we got right there. So once they're at 3, guys, I'm going to drop him out, and I'm actually going to add our Orthos back in there. There we go. So we're getting a lot of built heroes here, which is good. I would say Ainz Gear is probably the highest priority to optimize damage. Yeah, Ainz is a monster, guys. I can see, oh, we got a piece for Wukong there. When it comes to the tier 3 stones that we know are coming up with the next patch, I think Ainz and Grez are going to be the 2 heroes that are going to be absolutely priority when it comes to the 9 of 9 furniture. Grez, of course, for the Twisted Realm is really the big factor with him. Ainz, pretty much anywhere you use Ainz to make him stronger is going to be really big. The Gwenna skin, yes, I think the Gwenna skin is probably one of the best skins that I've seen from AFK Arena so far. I absolutely love that Gwen skin. I think they did a phenomenal job with the music notes and everything. It is such a cool looking skin in comparison to what we have now for them. So just like I normally do, we're going to leave our 1 card on the table. We're going to do our smart selection. Boom, look at that. 3 of 9 there for Wu. Added another piece there for Isolde. Still got a couple pieces there for Ruspen. So once I do my smart selection, I actually just recycle everything else we have in here, giving us about 2,300, so not too bad overall. Straw Hat is calling people out here over on Twitch. Why aren't you on 6? So the 6 times speed, Andrew, it breaks it a lot of the movement, a lot of the things here, especially when you're trying to stream. The more that it's picking up on 6 times speed, I'll stick to the 4 times speed or even the 2 times speed. I am completely fine with that. The 6 times speed, I've had it glitch out a ton. So I've had a ton of problems with it. So here, guys, we're going to stick with these formations. We're at level 400 now. That is right. We got up to 400. Ultimately building these out. I'm trying to create a formation that does not have Arthur in here, so actually swapping Arthur to different teams, allowing him to run with Gwen, a couple other factors. But right now we're going to run him, and we have his 3 of 9 furniture, which is going to be awesome. So it's going to be a lot of RNG in here, and that is what a lot of the campaign honestly comes down to, is just the RNG factor. Which here we got Ezio up. Looks like he's going to take out Kelthar right there, which of course Kelthar comes right back. I think Ezio can do this. Ezio's been absolutely dominating. I am going to max him out to a plus 30 signature item. Absolutely. What's going on, Little Pixels? Thank you for all the guides. We've got a new super chat there, guys. Big shout out to Little Pixels. Thanks for joining us for the stream. That is absolutely awesome. All right, guys, so that was the first one. Got some new followers over on Twitch as well. Glyph Media. Do we get T3s when you get chapter 30 or when we clear it? So I believe you have to be in chapter 30 to get the tier 3 stones. So from my understanding, and I'm sure D knows part of this, you can buy stones. So you're actually going to have an option in the guild store to buy 2 stones. So you're going to have an option to buy 2 stones every single month. I think it is going to be a 30-day cooldown for those tier 3 stones. Yeah, Arthur, guys, prioritizing Arthur is absolutely amazing. When it comes to AFK Arena, when it comes to team comps, Arthur is a monster. He is an absolute monster to build. That is why I prioritize him above probably all of the other dimensionals. Him and Ainz definitely going through and building out those heroes. It is awesome. I also heard that tier 3 stones you're going to be able to purchase. Not sure. I believe the cost was $50 for tier stone, the tier 3 stones. But again, it's going to be super limited with how many you can get. And they're coming from AFK rewards. So you can actually pick those up from AFK rewards as well, which again, I don't know the frequency of them, but I'm going to be interested to see if we're going to be able to use our the fast rewards. If you're going to be able to keep essentially resetting that fast rewards to get more and more tier stones, which again, that's kind of yet to be seen. Try Brutus instead of Arthur. Oh, if you don't have him. Yeah, Arthur is good. Ezio's good. Ainz is good. Pretty much in most any formations, those characters will do awesome. That is the price, guys. So 47,000 guild coins 2 times a month. Do you know what it is to purchase them, D? Because I've seen a couple little screenshots on Reddit that you could buy them. I think it was $50 for 2 stones, but I hope you can't just essentially stockpile them. Is what I don't want to see. Is just being able to purchase, spend $300 and just buy all of the tier stones essentially that you want. I'm hoping that is not the case. That Lilith wouldn't do it that way. Same with swap scrolls. I really hope when it comes to the swap scrolls that it's not going to be an item that players can just purchase, because I think it really degrades a lot of the item, because all of the pay-to-win players have a unique advantage just buying everything. The swap scrolls, the tier stones, that is just going to dominate when it comes to PvP or a lot of other parts of the game if you can just purchase them. I spent my sharp teeth necklace on tier stones. Probably not the best choice for the tier stones, but ultimately, if you need them, it is always your choice, guys. And look at that. Taylene, 222 million damage, guys. Mahiro, 105. Taylene is still absolutely just dominating. This is kind of our makeshift Graveborn team. We did put Grez in here, which again, it's going to take a little bit of time to get this team to work. Which, there we go. We got an immunity on Damon. And I don't like that Grez dies so early, even completely geared out. Just like that, guys. He dies super early. I wish we had a little bit more survivability there. But with Pharrell providing crowd control, does awesome. The SS, I show $53. Yeah, so that's in the different currency, because usually, D, when I see 53 on the tier stones, they'll come over US $49.99. So I think that is right. I think it is going to be the $50. And look at Damon, guys, 179 million damage. Awesome. That is absolutely crazy. The amount of damage that the tank does. That is right, guys. Damon is the tank. Do you think getting Raku or Peggy in early game will be any good? Jay, I think they will. So one big thing with Raku is he ignores the scaling of the levels. And that's what a lot of people have noticed, is it seems he is going to be very, very strong. Ultimately, being able to ignore a lot of the stuff later game. So I'm very interested to see him, which I hate having Sylvana over here. She is very, very tough to deal with. Oh, you're welcome, Frankie. Thank you for joining us. What do you about Peggy? It must be Light Bear Towers. Ullard becomes trash. Essentially, Ullard fills a niche, and I really think that Peggy is going to do the same. I think both of them are going to, in their own right, they're going to have a spot. They're going to have a really, really good spot ultimately within the campaign. Again, some of it just might be niche depending on where they're used, but I really think they're going to have a good spot. And we might have to swap Nemitsu out of here. And I know last time we went through this a little bit to try, you know what, let's go this route. I don't think Lucy's doing enough damage here early enough to take out the targets, but I'm trying to get here to Grez, trying to get to Isabella to take both of them out relatively early. So that means 7 times 5,000. Would it be worth 5-starring Wukong? So essentially, Aaron, if you're going to to 5-star Wukong. The big thing with 5-starring Wukong is when you look at the Arcane Labyrinth. So when you go to the Labyrinth store, when you 5-star Wukong actually changes to Twisted Essence. So you get tree juice out of there, which is very, very cool. A lot of people, you know, really look out for the Twisted Essence, and that is what they provide when Wukong's fully built, when he's 5. What's going on, Moon Ibrahim? I think that's Ibrahim. That is already a member, but we might be able to get this down, guys, if we can kill Orthos. Usually not, just because he heals so strong. This is why I want to build Orthos, guys. When you look here, so with this team, right there, he just waits us out. He ults so fast. Look at that, guys. 243 million healing from Orthos. That is the reason I want to build Orthos. I think he's such a cool, unique hero. Absolutely crazy. My top Graveborns are Damon and Isolde. Esther, that is awesome. That is a good, strong team to have. Can I change the Chimera to Damon for the scroll? There are 3 furniture. Yep, and that's what you can, Big Gamer. So if you have 3 furniture and 20 pieces of furniture on Chimera. So from my understanding, Big Gamer, it's going to swap 1 for 1. So essentially, I think here we're going to need more damage because, again, we're stuck down to Alna. And again, we're not going to be able to kill. So let's try. I know Scrag. Trying to think. Let's try Tassie here, and we'll try dropping in. I'm wondering if we can get some stuns, get some crowd control there with Gwen, or we might have to try Joker in this combination. Might have to try a couple different comps, but we'll try her a little bit. Maybe we can take out Isabella early, which Nara just grabbed. Yeah, Nara just grabbed Gwen all the way on the other side. Let's try Joker. Because remember, Joker has the kind of the mitigation with some of the crowd control, which is good. It's very, very good. Forgive me for my English. Oh, it's okay, Big Gamer. I know there's people from all over the world. Thank you for joining us. Hi from Iran. Welcome. How you doing? I'm excited to see you're going to get rid of the swap scrolls. I'm thinking Lucius or Belinda or Lorzan or Titus. Yeah, Abandon. And definitely so. A lot of the heroes that players are going to be using the swap scroll essentially for. We see quite a few. When it comes to Belinda, Belinda is really not used that much. So ultimately, Belinda, Lucius, I do not advise against or for using Chimera. So Chimera, we know, is used in quite a bit of content. Chimera is also used when it comes to the Twisted Realm bosses. So I know a lot of players said they don't build Chimera, but ultimately there's going to be a place for Chimera. Essentially, there's going to be, Chimera has a place. Chimera has a place in AFK Arena, which Flora got it done, guys. Boom! 34-48 is done. Raza, welcome to the first stream. Lucretia works really well with the 5-pull. Yeah, I like the 5-pull, but I don't want to sacrifice the team of using Iran and using Skarath with her. We used her on the team Bloody Star quite a bit, and it just seemed like it'll work. And even here, let's see. So Flora, but there we go. We just got the cheese to work, but Flora ultimately worked on that stage. Very cool. So 34-49. So this is the team that we've been running, just reliant on the Ainz ult. And again, guys, when we start getting the tier stones, it's probably going to go to Ainz, just because he is a monster. He's an absolute ridiculous monster when it comes to damage. My choice for the swap scrolls are Kren, Ullard, Pippa, or Oden. Oden is in the portal party. Oden, though, works very, very well if you have Oden running with Arthur. Arthur boosts up those normal attacks, can do really well. There's a lot of different combinations that Isabella and Oden can work into. especially when it comes to the Graveborn. So working with Silas, working with Grez, working with Isolde, with Daemon, with Thorin, there's a lot of different combinations that Oden can work with, because Oden will displace the hero, allowing them to essentially be teleported somewhere else. 329 million, while doing the energy disintegration. So as long as your tanks can hold the enemy, Oden will essentially stack the entire enemy team together, which in my opinion is very broken, but it is, in turn, it's very cool to see. But ultimately, they stack all of them together. You can stack the whole team together, which is very cool to see. What do you think about Skarath, Iran, and Queen? I like the combination. Ultimately, the problem that I find with Skarath, Iran, and Queen is most of the time when I do the pull in that formation, even having Queen decked out 5 stars with furniture, is she dies. That's the problem that I found with Queen, is she dies very, very early. Even here, guys, 257 million, which brings us to another boss stage. So we got 8 more stages. 8 more stages here. And Gwen just destroyed us right there. So let's swap this up. Nara versus Gwen. I love the combination, but Nara just got absolutely destroyed there again. See, even right there. So Nara's even got gear. She's 5-star. I think she's got a plus 20 signature item. But we just got to get the RNG to work there. Should I swap 5-star Lucius to make Isolde 5-star? Taz did essentially, what if you build Lucius up, and there we go, guys, got that one down. I wouldn't swap 5-star to 5-star. Remember, guys, when you do the swap, it is going to be the entire thing. So that's going to be the real big thing, is it is the entire thing. So if I have Lucius at a 5 stars and I have Isolde at a 5-star, if they don't have the signature items built on Lucius, if you don't have the furniture on Lucius, absolutely I would not use that swap scroll on there, because Isolde you're going to get from the wish list, you're going to get from summons, you're going to get from stones. Ultimately, don't swap that. If I had Lucius fully maxed out, absolutely I would go ahead and I would go ahead and swap that. Does your guild have any speculation on whether T3 stat boosts carry in the ABAX? D, ultimately, it gives you a small boost to stats with those tier 3 stones. It's not going to be a game changer. You're going to find more benefit from the Elder Tree, essentially then getting the tier stones out of there. So I think ultimately it'll have a little bit of effect, but I don't see it being a game changer when it comes to the Abyssal Expedition. Honestly, again, I think it'll be good to see, but not going to change the game up entirely, even if you don't have them. Because remember, you can only get 2. I think you can buy another 2, so you can get 4 stones, and that's it. I mean, that is all you get, is 4 stones essentially. I haven't ascended Chimera. Yeah, what's going on, Ice? Thank you for joining us. Is Joker that good? My guild says he might replace Ezio in the dim comp. I like Ezio for the instant death. The big thing with Joker, I don't like Joker in that combination, Epic Gamer, just because it doesn't trigger it. So if you're running Joker in a combination like this, because Joker's ability is triggered by crowd control, where the Ainz team comp doesn't have that much crowd control. Ultimately, there's better formations he works in. What is the best hero to get from the swap? Essentially, Clem, it is a hero 1-for-1. So depending on who you have built, it's really going to be situational for everybody. And I love Sophia's new skin. Very, very cool. Have you tried Rosalind 909 Furniture? Saw Linker video he mentioned. They've changed it a little bit. Good morning. I don't have her 9 of 9. I don't have her built yet. Ultimately, if they change it a little bit, I would be interesting to see, because I haven't really heard much about it. And usually if there's a big change that makes a big difference, players would start running Rose like crazy. And that's really not the case right now. I don't see many players running Rose in PvP. I don't see many copies of Rose run in the campaign. So ultimately, I'd be interested to see what they have. And I'm wondering if we take out and put in Gorvo. I want to get the stun. Is what I'm hoping. If we can get Sophia to ult without dying there, which we just got to get some RNG with this. I like the Portal Party. The Portal Party seems very strong. It does take a well-built team to work, and a lot of people don't build Pippa. A lot of people don't have Pippa. A lot of people don't build Pippa, especially to the point of having her strong enough to be utilized in the Portal Party. Here we have her maxed out at 5 stars. We built her when she was released, which there we got lucky with Leica. This is going to work though. Would Isold be a great team of... What's going on? Rawa the Just, a new follower over on Twitch. Damon, Estrilda, Falks, Lucius, swap to Isold. Ultimately, Isold is just like... Isold, similar to Damon. You just got to have him survive, guys. He has to have that survivability. You got to give him time to scale for it to go really well. You're stupid because it works with me when I switch them around like that, saying it never happens to me. So yeah, you're saying right now. Not sure exactly what you mean, Ross. Finished 37-24, got stuck on the 5 team. Ezio, Joker, Damon, Isold, and Nara. Yeah, I know Dave. Dave is in chapter 37, so he is way up there, guys. Those team comps, I can't even imagine how strong you got to be essentially to make those work really, really well. But I'm thinking let's swap this because we know Scrat's going to do the pull and usually die. I just wonder if we can get a little more damage or a little more survival there out of Leica, which would be awesome. Hey there, Animated. What's going on? Case. Swap Titus for Saurus. 5 times becomes 10 times. Swapping Saurus. So we've tried that before. Yeah, let me swap. I can swap Titus in here. He's got gear. He's got a plus 20 signature item. But you'll see he dies every time. Just like that. This is the problem that we had before. Even geared out, he dies in literally a second, right at the pull. If I could get him to fear, or we could swap him up here with Scrath, I wonder if that would work. I really feel if we could get his crowd control off, it would work. Just like that. That's kind of my thought there, is if we can get that crowd control to work. It would definitely work. Sophia has the ugliest skin in the game. So my big thing here with Sophia's skin is the design is okay, but I like the animation. So I love the big white, the big part here. I think it looks really, really cool. And we have to keep Iran from dying in 2 seconds. Because he has no option even to get survivability off or to even get CC off at that point. I think we can get it though. Swap Scarath and Titus position. Yeah, and like I said, with Titus, that's kind of the big thing is if we just got to get the RNG. Got to get that fear there to work. While killing everybody else in the formation, of course. Anyone has any suggestion? I just started playing AFK Arena. I'm in chapter 9. I've been playing for 4 days. Focus on who you're going to build. That's really the big thing. Mateo is focusing on who you're going to build at that point until you get to chapter, usually about, I would say 16 to 18. There's not really a big focus on teams really at that point. It just takes a long, it just takes time. It takes time to build the teams. Ultimately, that's where you're at right now. It's just going to take time. Do you know if it'll be possible for teams of 5 to choose which faction each members? Giacomo, so that's what is my understanding. So if you guys have seen, the new mini Abyssal expedition is coming out very soon. So ultimately, with the new, it's going to be 5 people. So where we have 70 people in our guild, it's going to be a 5-person mini Abyssal expedition that resets every 7 days. So within there, you're going to have I think it said 4 different factions and 1 support hero, which is going to be interesting. There's still going to have to be a lot of changes, a lot of things we're going to have to figure out, essentially about the Abyssal expedition with the new one, with the mini one. What's going on, GB? The top lad, absolutely love it. Hope you're doing well in such a predicament. I have Belinda plus 36.9. I really don't know if I should swap for Skarath. On Dave the Dave Man, I would absolutely go Oden. The thing with going to Skarath is Skarath, the 3 of 9 with Skarath is really good. The 9 of 9, there's really no need for it. He's there for pretty much the crowd control. And if you can get him to do some damage, he usually doesn't do much damage at all, or he dies relatively early. So ultimately, there's no reason to build him out. I mean, you will eventually if you're running teams like this, but I think ultimately I wouldn't swap. I wouldn't swap to Skarath. It wouldn't be my first choice for the swap, honestly. What do I think about Iran, Lors, and Zolrath? I've seen it so much destroying everything, but Lucky Cheese. Yeah, I like that. I like the Zolrath. I also like it. I think this would work well with Orthos just because of slowing down the enemy heroes and possibly giving a moment for Iran to live is the other thing that I really think there. Because even here, Gwen does so much damage. And look at that. Most of the time, it's like 1 hit to absolutely destroy the teams. Which even here, guys, I mean, we have 139 level deficiency. So the level deficiency is still pretty solid. We can't lose Rowan right off the bat, just like we did there. Also, if Mahira gets turned around, if she can keep that mesmerizability in the front, makes it a lot easier, just like you're seeing right now. We lost Aziz right there, but we might have this one down. There we go, guys. Mahira got it down. Boom, 86, 150 million there. All right, so this is going to be good because with the 5 pull here, I think Iran's going to have a little bit more survivability there. So that'll work. Just watch for cover of the release content. Yeah, as soon as that comes up, as soon as the mini Abyssal expedition does come up, we'll definitely be looking at it. You have to, that was my thought, D, is essentially if you're going in, I think pre-made team, that you can go ahead and pick what faction you're going to be. I think if you choose to just go into the Abyssal expedition, the team is going to be, I think it might be random, which is going to be interesting to see. What's going on, Simler? Thank you for joining us over on Twitch. So that was kind of my understanding, D, is if you go in as a group, you can select it. If you don't, it's going to random pick a faction. I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but again, I just go from what I read on Reddit and Discord. Thoughts on Kren? Kren is a hero that does take a significant investment as well. That's why I think a lot of people don't have him. But it seems like with a lot of teams, especially combined with the Maulers, Kren does very well. Kren does very, very well, in my opinion. There we go, guys. Sophia got that one down before we got the alt off. 156, 164. A lot of people say that Sophia doesn't do much damage. I've seen the opposite, especially with falling sun ability. It does a lot of damage. Honestly, I have always felt she does quite a bit of damage there. If you go in solo, I think you select your faction and match you with someone who doesn't conflict. I thought about that, D, but I don't know if we have, 100 people going wilder, what's that going to look like? Just as far as building out the team comps or making the team comps is what I'm going to be interested to see. Exactly how that's going to work. Do we know how many of the skins are free to play? Not yet. Unfortunately, right now, we do not know how many skins are going to be free to play. We haven't seen them yet. They're releasing them when it comes to the 2nd anniversary event, which unfortunately now is not up yet. So hopefully pretty soon. But Grez got his minions up here, guys. Oh, but still went down. We should be able to get this one, though. With this team, again, I think it's just going to take a little bit of RNG here. Getting targets down a little bit earlier. So there we go. Silas was up a little bit. Damon is up with the shield. But Lucius still up. That's going to be tough. What are the 5 most annoying heroes in your opinion? Honestly, when it comes to annoying heroes, Zolrath takes the cake. I hate fighting Zolrath. He's a hero that if you win the battle very well, he resets it. When he resets it, most of the time you lose the second time you come back from the reset, which is very unfortunate. Which I think, yeah, I think Rose just absolutely destroyed Damon right there. Yeah, annoying heroes. Orthos, I think, is super annoying just because he's very hard to kill. If you're not pushing enough damage, you're not going to kill him. And that is just plain and simple. Zolrath, you're not going to get down because he has massive heals. And he does the haste debuffs. And if he's maxed out, he does the freeze, which is very strong. 165. Look at that, guys. 88 million from Pharrell. Want to get him maxed out, but look at Grez. 7 million healed because when his minions die, 83 million damage. Grez works in the campaign. We've used him quite a bit, and he does work pretty well in the campaign. Yes, absolutely, Darwin. Nara is the best versus Gwen. That is a very, very strong team to take down, and we might have to swap out here because they're running a lot of support. We should have a banish right here in the back. I'm hoping we can get maybe Lucy to ult sometime. And again, fighting Rose. Anytime you fight Rosaline, she is tough to deal with. She is very, very tough to deal with. Yeah, Almas, Thane, Orthos. Yeah, Orthos, definitely. Torn. Again, any of those heroes that are really tough when it comes to them scaling. That's really the big thing, is if you get those heroes to scale, or when those heroes scale, it's very, very tough to kill them. I'm hoping we can get some damage on this back line. Which Lucy can't die first. That doesn't work. Let's try the bottom. See, Lucy's on the back. Hona's got the immunity, allowing Flora just to sit up here. But again, if we're not taking down Lucius fast enough, we're not going to be able to take him down. Maybe if we can get Isolde the cheese in here. Let's see. Let's swap out there. We'll go with Isolde. Try to get a little crowd control there. Yeah. So Rosaline, Simon. So here, I know a lot of people have said this, and I've heard it through all of my YouTube and AFK Arena career. Rosaline, it's kind of the conjunction of how it is said here. Again, I'm North American. We're about 30 minutes from Canada. It's kind of weird. Again, the pronunciation. I knew going into YouTube that I'd hear it all the time, and I do. What do I like most, Skaraskin or Gwen? Absolutely, Jay, the Gwen skin. I think they did an absolute phenomenal job on that skin. It is very, very cool to see. Which here, I think we're just going to have to put in... thinking some more damage. You know what? Let's put in Yukio. Let's see what the man Yukio can do. Does the push back there, which died pretty early. We can do Yukio, or we can do Nakaruru. On whether... yeah, essentially, I know, like I said before, a lot of the different A lot of the different pronunciations, I've heard so many different variations, and I know personally where I'm from, I've heard the same. There's a lot of different variations of the pronunciations. And I know this was the team that we were stuck on last time. It's this 5th team. So I'm thinking we might have to change this. Who do we got? Maybe Isold. You know what? Let's try Isold. I know we just tried him, but I'm hoping we can do more damage is the big thing. I don't know. We're going to have to check it. I absolutely hate the rare Greyborn. Yeah, the rare Greyborn. Yeah, if you're fighting like Viden, very, very tough to deal with. Maybe didn't we put just a team in here last time to die, essentially? I think that's what we did last time. What's going on, No Sleep? Finally caught up to the stream. I have someone as SI plus 49 of 9. Not. Yeah, that's weird. I would like to see that. What comps legit stop most stuns in PvP so I can test my Saurus? What stops most stuns? There's a couple of heroes that kind of, I mean, Gorvo does well with the lockdown. He has the jump stun. Kind of locking out. I know Aziz does pretty well when it comes to kind of the lockout. And anyone like Alna, that's going to take away some of the ability. So some of the enemy's abilities, essentially. But again, I don't think we're going to be able to take out Lucius fast enough. Because I think even looking, Rose follows Lucius in this one. I believe that is the reason she is just absolutely spamming the shields there. But we can always go with a couple other, like the Link and the shields. Again there, I mean, Lucy just needs to put out a lot more damage. We can do Thorn. We can do Saurus. Saurus is really good with Lucy just because of the healing. Hoping if he can get some stacks up to heal. Stream will end when you pass chapter 34. Nope. So we actually do it, Big Gamer. Usually past, we'll go into 34. We'll go into 35. We'll go, usually about an hour is what we try to keep it at. And did we not? I was going to say, why am I seeing Ezio here? Because we've already used him. Nakaruru is good for the lockdown too. Maybe that will help. Is there some stuns? See, Lucy came up early. And she had 3 heroes down, so she had a pretty decent buff there. Wonder about Gorvo. And again, just trying to get the stuns here. Wow. It's gonna, yeah, I 100% agree. Rose is super annoying in the campaign. Absolutely. To try to kill Rose in the campaign is very strong because she provides that stun. She provides a lot of the stun aspect. And here even it's just, they're almost just getting one-shotted. And even here, 133 level deficiency. But let's see what we got here. We got a Strilda. Even here, we got Kren right here. We could possibly try that, maybe pushing some of these heroes back. I know Alna is completely maxed out. We have Mortis here. We'll go with a couple different ones. Do I think Peggy and Raku will be good for endgame? Stanley, I think both of them are gonna do pretty well. I'd be interested to see exactly how well they do. I love Peggy. If you guys didn't check out the video, I think Peggy is a very unique, pretty cool hero overall. I think she could definitely be pretty good. It'll just be interesting to see again how well she works. And that's it. So we can't really see until we get further into the game. Put Loras in Immortus place and Link, Lucius and Rose. Let me see. Yeah, we can drop Loras in up here. So we've got the link between Aziz. If we go, I think if we go on the bottom, I think this will link it. Even here, you know what? Let's try the same combination. Let's see who Rose follows. So Rose is on Gwen. So we'll give that a couple tries. We'll see how that looks. Because I'm hoping that Gwen, if she can stay up a little bit, if we can get some damage out of her, we might be able to get this one down. You know what? Let's go this route. I'm hoping to do some stuns without Muriel just absolutely destroying us. I don't know. This one is going to be hard. It's an official post from their Facebook. So what time will it come to the live servers? Usually with the patches, usually when it comes to the Facebook, it comes up when pretty much everything else comes up. Try Alna Lucreta and level 3. Yeah, we can try. We can try Alna and Lucy. Try to cheese it. Try to truly cheese it. There we go. We'll go 1. We'll go 1. And we'll go. There we go, guys. We got our big back line here, which gives her the buff. And again, she's just dying very, very quick. Do I think the Chick and Gwen is a good combo? Big thing is, I like it. I like the Chick and Gwen combo. I just think that when you're bringing everybody together like that, it doesn't work exactly how you want to. Especially if having everyone kind of stacked up, it works well on paper, but a lot of times I've seen it not work so well when it comes to the campaign. Yeah, we can throw Tassie in here. See, it didn't look like the banish for Tassie was really doing that much. Let's see who she banishes. And there we go. So Muriel is banished in the bottom. So that could definitely help. But again, we need enough damage to take some of these heroes down. So if Lucy goes down early, it doesn't work at all. Yeah, it's not going to work if Lucy goes down early. There's the banish. Boom. So Lucy's got the 100% buff there. Trying to take out Lucius. Almost. I think we got her down. So Alna can ult. If we can get a bolt to ult, we might be able to get this one, guys. But even there, because she's already lost the buff. Exactly. But that was close, guys. I think, again, it's just going to be probably RNG. Because we have Thorn, we have Saurus. You do Pippa for the misplacement. We could do Oden. There we go. So we'll do any of the displacement that we can. I'm hoping to nullify. If we can take some of Lucius's energy away, might make a big difference. The new Mauler Zolrath. For 5 factions for the instance, solo matching will give you a selection of multiple desired faction, but each member of the hunting squad can only enter instances with... Yeah, Invictus, I seen that, so ultimately I'm kind of wondering who's going to carry the Maulers. Tassie in direct opposite Muriel to banish her. It looks like Tassie's banishing Muriel anyways. So I'm thinking we're just going to have to try to, again, keep Lucy up. Because even there, Muriel went down early on that one. If we can get a Tassie sleep. Oh, not a Tassie die, but a Tassie sleep. I think we can get this one, guys. I think we can get this one down. I wish when you're in Team 5 and later stages, heroes you already used just wouldn't show up. Yeah, I think if they change this a little bit, like all of these heroes just wouldn't show up, I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm hoping Pippa here, if Pippa could do some crowd control too, I think it would make a big difference. Yeah, Nara we already used. Athalia we don't have. What's going on? One Dirty Beard. What is the best max damage comp in the Abyssal for you and your guild? Pretty much it was the same comps that we seen before One Dirty Beard. It was running Thesaurus, running Isold. It was exactly the same comps. Running Grez did a very, very solid amount of damage as well. But ultimately, it came back to the same team comps that we're using in the Might Tree. So it did come right back to them, which was kind of crazy that after everything, it came right back to them. I wonder if, see, Silas we already used. See, I like Scrag because they always come on this side, and Scrag provides that big buff for them. Maybe Namisu, maybe a little bit of a distraction there with the totems. Again, Lucy can't die early. Feel like Wukong needs a rework. Yes, Wukong definitely needs a rework. I think that's why Lilith gives us copies of Wukong so often. It is because they know he needs a rework. We'll try different combinations, guys. We can see even there. I think Aziz is locking us out is the big thing, because even down here, Lucy is trying to get through targets, but Lucius with the shield. And Angelo, of course. Try Lucy, Scrag, Alna, and the new Mauler Zolrath. With Kren and Zolrath. Well, Zolrath we don't even have. He's not even leveled at all. I could probably Murky Hero, but we'll have to go back through the first ones again. Hope you can. Yeah, I really hope that you can choose with the new Abyssal Expedition event. I think that's honestly, that'll be the best way for them to do it. I feel like they do really have to choose, let you choose. Do you think Joker, Gwen, Lorzen works? It does. Anything that's going to trigger Joker's ability, I feel is going to work very, very well. Let's try Isold. Again, Isold provides crowd control, which is good. Is Aziz the problem? I also use Lakrita, and Aziz is one of the worst. Yeah, Ezio would be very good in this combination as well if we had Ezio. Which I know here we can't switch out any of our stuff now because it's locked right now because we won the other ones. Try swap Tazzy for Lorzen. We could try Tazzy for Lorzen. Swap out Tazzy. We'll drop in Lorzen. Again, guys, just trying to make this work. It'd be awesome to get through here. Again, we run a level 140 deficiency, so pretty big deficiency. And we got it. There it is, guys, after multiple attempts. Very, very nice. We got it down with the Lucy Cheese. It worked. 300 million damage. She had to pull in there, guys. Wow. So the next few stages will be pretty quick because it's a little sub-stages. So we'll just go through here. Very nice, guys. Finally got that one down. That was tough. Again, we're running about a 140 level deficiency, which even here we're at 140 exactly. So there is a pretty high deficiency here. I know a lot of players have cleared this with lower levels, but ultimately level 400 is about where you want to be to clear this out. Finally got it done. I read my comment, suggested one stage. Yeah, exactly. Big shout out to Tim. Got us through that stage. And look at up here, guys. Rose again. 100 million damage from Rose. Rose is crazy, guys. Honestly, Rose takes out Sophia. Rose takes out Ainz. There are so many heroes that Rose just absolutely destroys. It's crazy how tough it is. Yep, exactly, Chanel. How crazy, crazy tough Rose is to deal with. It's funny to see. Just did a chapter push, went from 30 to 33. Yeah, that's awesome, Chris. That is a huge push. I want to get Lucy to 9 of 9 because essentially that Hellfire ability becomes permanent, which is super, super powerful. That is such a amazing ability that can just destroy teams, and make Lucy not only bringing more stats to her, but also, again, making that Hellfire ability permanent is a big, big, big choice. I just cleared 34 at 380. Yeah, Damon, absolutely. Like I said, there's been a lot of players that have cleared it much lower than this. 5 stages again. We love the 5 stages. And now we're at, what, 136 level deficiency. Let's go ahead. We'll give it a couple tries. What's the purpose of having Albedo in the team? I understand that she has an effect similar to that of Joker and Queen. So the big thing with having Albedo in here, especially in this team, is she brings a defense buff, she has her immunity, and she brings an attack buff to all of the dimensional heroes. That's really the big one. We can pop Joker in here. I'm hoping this will work, or he'll just die in a hit. But if we could save Ezio for the other team, I think that would work pretty well. And I think Ainz is good enough in here to probably cheese it. There we go. We can even keep Joker in there. 0-0, so literally he just got hit for 23 million and died. So just that quick. And Solus is another one in here that super, super difficult to deal with, guys. When she ults, a majority of the time, when Solus ults, she kills the team. So if you guys have noticed, just like dealing with Tassie, most of the time if she ults, your team's dead. And here, of course, they have the supercharged Arden because he is completely just destroys us with roots out of the back. And this one, last time, I think we did the 5 pull. I think we can do the 5 pull here. Let's swap this team in here. We'll try this one. Because again, dealing with Arden is just a pain. And of course, Tassie takes us down on that one. I'm a little disappointed with Queen. I thought she would be a little bit better overall, which Sophia got it done in that one. Queen has worked in a couple formations. She's worked in a couple tower formations that I have videos on. It seems like niche. I mean, she'll work in some team comps, but ultimately what it comes down to for a lot of different heroes is, okay, if I run team in a Queen comp and I get her to work, we win the battle, okay, great. The question becomes, if I replaced Queen with a different hero, would it have the same outcome? So that's the other thing that I always kind of look at when it comes to a lot of different heroes is Queen pretty good? Yeah, she's a decent hero, but essentially, could I get the same thing accomplished with a different hero? Yeah, Tassie and Rose, I do not like either of them in the campaign. Both of them are very tough to deal with. And here we just got stuns. And I hate dealing with Sylvana as well. Some of the heroes that we cannot have maxed out, that they have maxed out. Even here, I feel like Aziz is dying really quick in this one. And of course, we have an enemy, Taylene, which doesn't help very much because she shields and does a significant amount of damage. Got Lorzen down, I think. Boom, Lorzen goes down. Now Solus. Of course, Taylene's back up. I think we got it. I think we got Sylvana. There's the stun on her. There we go. Got it. Very cool. What's going on FMF Machine? Thanks for joining us. 301, 148 million. All right, guys. I like this team. Wukong, again, we could probably swap for someone else, but Damon usually gets this one done. This is usually the Damon team comp. And we can't have the entire team dying in 30 seconds. That does not work. Rez has got minions up, which again got absolutely destroyed. Ready for the swap scroll is going to use Chimera. 39 of 9 to Grez. Yeah, I mean, short of the only thing with Chimera, guys, and just like we've said before, is if you're swapping Chimera, remember, you still need her for the Twisted Realm boss. So if you can merc one, great. But ultimately, you're still going to have to use Chimera for the Twisted Realm. I like how enemy Tassie does 20 million. Yeah, I know. Tassie's absolutely crazy. Which this one, I know we got the link. I think we had Tassie. I think we're going to have some crowd control in here. Open, I think, who's getting banished? So our Tassie's getting banished from their Tassie. We'll give it a couple more tries here. Even there, Lorzen versus Lorzen. We got the link going that way. Let's do this way, and we will drop in Flora. Hoping Flora is going to make a little bit of a difference up top if we can take down some of these targets. I don't think we're going to be able to get this one down. Yeah, only one Twisted Realm boss. Yeah, ultimately, but the big trade-off there, of course, is if you're going away and getting rid of that Twisted Realm boss, which is with Chimera, if you're picking up the 9 of 9 plus 30 Grez, he's used almost everywhere. So I really think you're going to be net positive, Chris, especially if you don't have Grez built with that formation. I think that formation is going to work really, really well, swapping them. Hunter versus Gunter, yeah. Yeah, we could do Isolde on this one. Isolde can definitely cheese. Again, has to live. So if he drops over in the first, 4 seconds of the battle, really doesn't help the most if they die that quick. Yeah, trying the Lucy cheese on this one. Because even there, just like we've seen before, if we went with our regular, just going to die off the bat heroes, that gives her the full buff, which she took down Mahira. But ultimately, let's try this way. I'm hoping with a little bit of the shield she gets. See, she's still dying relatively quick, guys. I would swap Lucius for Lorzen. I feel Lorzen is good endgame. Lorzen does well. He does a little bit of damage, so he brings the buffs to the team, and that's really good. Most of the heroes in here, when they have kind of a value added, I see the value with a lot of different heroes in here. Lucius is one that, of course, you're not going to use. So Lucius with the swap scrolls, I think, would work really, really well. Essentially because it is a hero you know you're not going to use. There we go, guys. Lucreta and Alna got it done at 330 million. So our final stage is going to be this one. Tassie, Isolde, Silas, Pharrell, Screg, if you can. That's a pretty good team there. We should be able to get this one down. I'm hoping relatively easy. But Pharrell down there with the banish. But if we can get some crowd control, allow Damon to get up the blood shields. I think we'll be able to get this one. Is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I know. Mahira, that's one of the reasons why Mahira is so hard to deal with. And even this one, it's hard without... We already used Nara. But if we can get some heals out, especially with Silas back here. I feel like if we can get a couple heals off with him essentially before he dies. Which there he got his ultimate off, which is going to buy us some time. We can make this work. Yeah, I know. And that's really it. It does take a long time to get it to work. To really get the stars to line up with the cheese, which there we go, guys. Just like Damon. We got it. We got it done, guys. Oh, there it is. So that's it. We got a couple more stages. That was very, very close. So guys, we are just over an hour now. Let's collect up our diamonds. We'll do one more summon here, completed out those stages. So we are so close to finish out 34. We are definitely going to finish out 34 very, very shortly. Sub stages are going to be hard, but I know 3460 is a bear. That it is a very, very hard stage to deal with. So we'll do one more summon here. Hopefully it is going to be the lucky one. Looking for Al at this time. And that will do it for our stream today, guys. Just a couple more rares. Let's see if we can build anyone, though. Because I know right now we're saving our light bearers. We're saving our wilders because we know that Peggy is coming. We know, which we got 2 there. We know Peggy is coming. We know Raku is coming. Plus we have Al we still got to build. We still got to finish out Allard right now, or Allard. We got 1 there. Maulers, we were building Satrana. So I don't know if we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we do have enough food, which we have copies. So what we're trying to do, guys, is we're trying to max these out to get another desired summons. So we are definitely trying to max these out. So this will give Satrana. There we go. Boom, mythic. There is our mythic plus. That is almost, we need 1 more. We need 1 more ascended hero. There we go, guys. Ascended with a star. Very nice. Hey, I made Belinda plus 30 signature item back in the beginning. I have a plus 20 Sig Grez. Yeah, that's a good swap, William, because essentially Grez needs the plus 30. Belinda will do perfectly fine in the plus 20. I would definitely go figure that out. Pharrell, I believe we need 3. I think we need 3 more for Pharrell. Here we were building Cirrus, which Cirrus is just going to wait because we know Raku is coming. We have double here. We have Cirrus, we have Raku, and we have Almas. And that is it for those. Kalthar still sits with all of his stars. We have 2 right here because Nara is already maxed out. We have no Graveborns coming in the work. So ultimately, we can build, I think we're going to build Kalthar. We have 1 there with Nara because Nara is maxed. So guys, I know a lot of people have been waiting for Kalthar, and since we have nobody in the wings right now, we're going to go ahead and we are going to start with our Nara and Sylvana. So we're going to pick up Kalthar. There we go. Take him up to Legendary Plus. We just need food. We need food, and he will be 100% maxed out. We already have him at 5 stars with the copies. We have 2 more for Ascended. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. So we'll have him done there, guys. So definitely making some progression out of the event. I think we have quite a few. We have quite a few of our necklaces left. So here, see, I thought about picking up a copy just because it's 1 less that I'm going to have to build to have a max out. But ultimately, we're going to build those red chests. We have quite a few red chests right now. Poe coins we're getting on the regular. So you know what? We'll just go ahead and red chest it. There we go, guys. 180 red chest. So we're going to have to figure out next time who we are going to build. We have 421 red chests, so got a lot out of this event. Pharrell is at 5 of 9 right now. Is Peggy good? Anton, I like Peggy. I thought Peggy was very, very cool. I've been testing her out on the test server. She seems really good. Seems like she's going to shield heroes in the middle. So if you have a Gwen, if you have a Rowan, she actually pops to that back middle position and guards a lot, which is good, that I would definitely like to see. So the tree is getting there. Level 88 already. We're building this up a lot. In Field of Stars, guys, we are almost there. We need one single hero, and we will have it completely maxed out to 50 Ascended heroes. Awesome. So the team is definitely getting there. Next time, guys, we're going to go ahead and finish out 34. I was hoping to do it today. Got a little hung up on the chapter. Have a lot of stuff that is coming. Tier 3 stones are coming. And look at Javid. Javid has joined us in 34. How do people get badges? They actually come from... I'm trying to think where exactly they're at now. Up here. So they are different medals. So there's our legendary medal. There's our elite. Right now for PvP, we are in the group stage. So I am actually right here. So we only won 1, didn't qualify. So unfortunately, we don't get the other medal, which would have been this one. But we did not qualify. PvP, not a huge focus for me, but very, very cool. Yep, we have Just a couple more, guys, and 34 will be done. It will be into 35, and that will yield us our 9,000 diamonds when it comes to our advancement rewards. Best purchase in the game right here, guys. You get 9,000 diamonds every chapter you complete. So that will do it for the live stream tonight, or for today, guys. Have a great Sunday. Thank you guys for joining me. Absolutely amazing progression on this account. Have a lot of heroes that are almost completely maxed out. Going to continue getting all the new heroes, building them. We have Kren already maxed out. We have Respen already up to Ascended with furniture. Just have to build them up a little bit more. Then we also do have a couple others focusing on the Maulers. Can't believe we got Satrena. I need literally probably 10,000 emblems to get all of these heroes completely maxed out, because we have rows of them that are at a plus 10 or lower signature item. So I mean a plus 15, most of them are all plus 10s or lower. We just need a ton of emblems. We need an absolute ton of emblems. Flappa Wang Tang, thank you for joining us. A brand new follower over on Twitch, guys. So that will do it for our stream today. Again, thank you guys for joining us. We're going to be streaming on Tuesday, so this upcoming stream is going to be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that is going to be when the next stream is, because the patch will be live. Everything will be up, so get ready for it, guys. Normally Monday, the notes come up. Tuesday, the patch goes live, and then all of the heroes are going to be available. Tier 3 stones are going to be available. Swap scrolls are going to be available. We have a ton of stuff that is coming down the pipeline. In addition, the Abyssal Expedition is coming very soon. It is going to be, I believe, the mini Abyssal Expedition, which is going to be, again, be coming very soon, guys. So again, guys, thank you guys for joining me for the stream. Have a great Sunday, and as always, thank you guys for watching.